Hello everyone. Well, this video is going to be a little untraditional um, in that I have decided not to continue my Doom Eternal Let's Play series. As I'm sure most of you have heard at this point, there is a great deal of controversy going on with Doom Eternal right now. A patch just dropped a few days ago that in many ways has broken the game for many people. Not only made it laggy, a great deal of crashing, and just various other issues that the game just didn't have before that point. But it brings about the very controversial topic of the Denuvo anti-cheat that got installed as part of this patch. Now, as you may be aware, this is a kernel-level service that monitors interactions of other applications and shared memory space with the Doom Eternal game client. Presumably for the purpose of detecting cheating applications, modifying memory in the game client to gain an advantage in multiplayer. The problem with this is that kernel level access on an operating system is a very dangerous thing to be giving a company like Bethesda, who is providing a game as a live service. Now, we do know that Denuvo is not a bit of software that is owned by Bethesda. It is licensed, but we just don't know, and you can't know what that software is doing at the kernel level. It is very difficult to determine what, if anything, it's doing. Is it actually going to prevent any cheats? I'm not sure that that's the point at this point. The point is that this software is not the software I paid for. I paid for Doom Eternal. I did not pay for this extra bit of what effectively amounts to spyware or malware even being installed alongside this application. So to have this come out as part of a patch and forced on players, you cannot start the game client without it. Even for the single player campaign. Like, what purpose does anti-cheat serve for the single player campaign? I can't figure that out. I didn't know anyone actually played the multiplayer in this game. Maybe they do. I honestly don't know. But I cannot agree with or accept what they are doing here. I don't know if it's id's doing or if it's Bethesda's doing or some combination of the two. I don't know. Maybe this was planned to be this way the whole time. I do know they had that big whoopsie when Doom Eternal came out, where they accidentally released a DRM-free game executable in the actual game that you could just play it without any DRM whatsoever. But we're not talking about DRM here. We're talking about a service that installs itself without your permission. Now is effectively locking you out of playing your game if you don't consent to having it on your computer, and you are agreeing by having it on your computer to giving them kernel level access to your PC. They can access literally anything. Now, yes, you can access a lot of stuff at higher levels of software access. Like, there are various levels. The user level, level 3 access, you can still access quite a bit. The point here is that at the kernel level, it is very difficult to see what that application is doing. And it has access to other applications' memory spaces and operating system level memory spaces that can be very difficult to detect what it's doing. And can you honestly say at this point, with everything that's been going on in the past 5 years in the gaming industry, that you trust these AAA companies to be honest with the data they're gathering from you? Maybe it really isn't doing anything illicit. It really does exactly what they say it does. It's just an anti-cheat thing, and it only runs when you're running the game. Now, apparently it's still causing the game to crash and lag, but that's an entirely separate issue. So I've got open here one of the articles, then this is kind of a funny thing because I saw this happening myself before I even realized what was happening. See, for me, I haven't actually played Doom Eternal in about a month, and I was thinking to myself just yesterday that, I really need to finish that Let's Play series. I'm kind of slacking on that. And I remember 4 days ago when the patch came out. I was like, oh, hey, there's a patch. Cool, whatever. I installed it, but I hadn't run the game. And here's the thing. Denuvo doesn't actually install itself or run for the first time until you actually run the game for the first time after the update. Now, there is apparently something you can do. If you have not run the patched game yet with Denuvo in it, you can actually copy off the entire folder of the pre-patch, have Steam update the game and then copy the old folder over it, and Steam will think you have it updated, but then Denuvo won't actually be in there, but it'll still let you play. I thought about doing that, but honestly, this comes down to the principle of the thing. They should not be pushing this software on people, especially not people who paid for this game without it and maybe would not have bought the game if it had been in there. This is bait and switch tactics. It is underhanded and it is wrong. So I have decided to end my Let's Play of this game. I have uninstalled it from my computer and I am pursuing a refund with Steam. Now, obviously, I have more than 2 hours in the game, so if I request a refund for the game, then it just gets automatically rejected by their system. I recommend, if you want to pursue the same action, that you simply go to ask a question about the game and then write in there that you are asking for a refund. And in fact, there are some things on Reddit where people are saying they have had some success with this strategy. Here's an article I was reading earlier of a guy saying that he was in fact able to get a refund despite the fact that he was past the refund window by directly contacting a representative. So they are issuing refunds for the game. They might not be doing it consistently yet, but I'd say just be persistent and you'll probably get your money back. And yeah, like I said, I discovered all of this just yesterday when I saw like the review bombing happening. I was just on a whim looking at Doom Eternal in Steam, and I was like, wait a minute, how did it go from very positive to recently mixed reviews? Like, what happened? And then I looked at the ratios and I went, this game's getting ratioed for some reason. And I started doing a little research on it, and it didn't take long. I mean, it was blowing up right in front of my eyes. I just hadn't seen it yet. And yeah, so I can bring up Steam here, and I can show you, yeah, you can see right here, mostly positive for all reviews, but here, recent reviews, so many negative reviews. And you get people just, look at this ratio. Look at this. This is like the past 4 days. You know, it's just, oh, people are tanking the crap out of it. People are not happy about this. People are calling this a straight up malware update, that the game is unplayable with it. It is actually literally unplayable for people who are playing on Linux using Steam's, I forget what it's called because I've never used it, but Steam has a platform that is effectively like Wine, which kind of emulates Windows games on Linux. Apparently, people who are playing Doom Eternal on Linux using that Steam-supported platform can't do it anymore because Denuvo doesn't work with it. So, yeah, just people are not happy. I am not happy. I am attempting to get a refund for the game. I am not happy about it because I was having a good time. Despite, if you've watched my videos, you may have noticed I was pretty frustrated at times, but I tried to make light of it in my editing a little bit. But I cannot support this move on their part, and I will not support them. And, you know, we as consumers speak with our wallets, and I'm going to speak with mine. I leave it to you to decide what you want to do. If you are okay with having it on your computer and want to continue enjoying the game, then that is perfectly fine. That is your decision to make. But my decision is I'm done. I'm done with it, and I am sorry that I cannot continue the series as a result. So I am going to try to get back to my Doom WOD reviews. I have not dropped that series. I've just been super busy, and with everything going on in the world right now, with the pandemic and everything. Oops, did I say a naughty YouTube word? I think I said a naughty YouTube word. That's okay, I don't monetize these anyways. It's been a little rough for me to keep up with that, so I have not forgotten about it. I will get back to it, I promise. So yeah, like and subscribe to keep up with the channel. I promise I will get back with the Doom WOD reviews soon, and until then, rip and tear.